Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Seshas Tech. This is Amok Kaliwa. If you are new to my channel, please like, share, comment and subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for the latest updates. In the last video, we understood the performance evaluation matrix for classification models, that is confusion matrix. We calculated different parameters of the confusion matrix using example and also understood when to use which matrix in real life scenarios. In today's video, we will understand the performance matrix for regression model and how to calculate all the metrics using an example. We will conclude this video with disadvantages and advantages for each of the metrics. Now let us start with MSE, that is mean squared error, as a first metric. Mean squared error, MSE. It measures the average squared error between real data and the predicted data. Here, real data refers to the actual data or the modeled data, and predicted value is the output of the model. The formula which we use for calculating the MSE is 1 over n summation of y hat minus y the whole square. Here n represents the number of terms in prediction, y hat represents the predicted values, y represents the actual values. There are some of the advantages and disadvantages of MSE. Advantages: it takes into account the positive and the negative values. For example, if the predicted value is -2 and your actual value is +2, then that gets accounted when we subtract y hat minus y. The disadvantages are gives more weightage to higher values, which means consider your error, that is y hat minus y is 0.1. When you square it, the value gets reduced, that is 0.01. Similarly, if the y hat minus y is 30, when you square it, it becomes 900. Hence, this gives more weightage to the higher values. Similarly, evaluation with different units. If we are predicting sales as an unit and we are squaring the error terms, then the MSE value is in other unit. Hence, comparing it with the sales is wrong. To overcome these disadvantages, we are going to use advanced version of MSE, which is root mean square error. Now let us study that. Root mean squared error. It is the squared root of the average squared error between the actual and the predicted. The values of RMSE range between 0 to infinity. And the formula which we use to calculate RMSE is square root of 1 over n summation of y hat minus y the whole square, where n represents the number of terms, y hat is the predicted value and y is the actual value. There are some of the advantages and disadvantages of RMSE. Advantages: units of the error is same as the target, which is one of the overcomings of MSE. Disadvantages: gives more weightage to higher values. This is sometimes valuable when the higher error terms are not desirable. RMSE tends to be higher than MAE as sample size goes up. Now the question is where we can use RMSE. RMSE is best suitable when the data is without outliers. Now to overcome the disadvantages of RMSE, let us understand MAE, which is mean absolute error. Mean absolute error, it is the average of absolute bar positive errors of all the values. The range of the MAE is 0 to infinity. The formula which we use to calculate MAE is 1 over n summation of absolute of y hat minus y, where n represents the number of terms, y hat represents the predicted values, y represents the actual values. There are some of the disadvantages and advantages of MAE. Disadvantages: it fails to punish larger errors, and it does not indicate the direction of error, as we are considering the absolute of the predicted minus actual value will not be able to indicate the direction. The advantages is it is useful when overall impact is proportionate to actual increase in error. To understand this, let us consider an example of financial domain. If the error increases from 3 to 6 for an investor, then the loss gets increased by twice. To overcome these disadvantages of MAE, let us understand the advanced version of MAE, which is mean absolute percentage error. MAPE, mean absolute percentage error. This is the most common error metric which is utilized for regression models by the managers in all the industries. It is the average of absolute percentage error of the individual values of the data. The formula which we utilize to calculate MAPE is 100 by n. We utilize a multiplicative factor of 100 for converting the probability values to percentage into summation of absolute of y hat minus y divided by y, where n represents the number of terms, y hat represents the predicted values, y represents the actual values. Now let us understand few of the disadvantages of MAPE. It is sensitive to outliers, as it gives greater importance to the higher values, hence it is sensitive to outliers. MAPE output is skewed, as we divide the absolute error divided by the actual value or the demand value, and if the demand value is lower, then the MAPE output is skewed, either positively skewed or negatively skewed. To overcome these disadvantages of MAPE, let us understand RMSLE, which is root mean square logarithmic error. Root mean square logarithmic error, RMSLE. It is the root of average squared logarithmic errors between the actual and the predicted values. The range of values of RMSLE is 0 to infinity. The formula to calculate RMSLE is given by RMSLE is equal to root of 1 by n summation of log of y hat plus 1 minus log of y plus 1 the error square, where n represents the number of terms, y hat represents the predicted values, y represents the actual values. We are adding plus 1 term to predicted and actual values because log of 0 is undefined value and the actual and predicted might have the values of zeros. There are advantages and disadvantages of RMSLE. The advantage is it is useful to deal with right skewed values or the right skewed target variable, because we are taking logarithmic value of predicted values and logarithmic value of actual values. Log converts the skewed data to normal distribution. Hence, it is useful to deal with right skewed target variable. The disadvantage is it does not penalizes large value or errors. This inherent property of RMSLE, it is also useful because if you don't want to integrate the influence of the high errors in your error analysis of model, this RMSLE provides that additional advantage. These were some of the key metrics used for regression models. Now let us take an example and calculate all the metrics. To demonstrate the calculation of the error metrics for regression model, we have considered 5 values of actual data and 5 values of predicted data. Here y hat represents the predicted and y represents the actual data. The third column C represents predicted minus actual, that is B minus A. The values are minus 30, 20, minus 20, minus 20, minus 10 and minus 25. The column D represents the absolute of column C, and column E represents the square of the error terms, which is predicted minus actual the whole square, and the column F represents column D divided by column A, which is multiplied a factor of 100 for converting the probability values to percentage. And we are calculating the MAE, which is the average of column D, that is equal to 21. MSE, which is the average of column E, which is equal to 485. Similarly, MAPE, which is the average of column F, which is equal to plus 13%. And as RMSE is the square root of MSE, here it is considered as root of 485, which is equal to 22.02. This is how you can calculate the error metrics for each of the predicted and actual values and evaluate the model performance. If you like my video, please like, share, comment and subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for the latest updates. Thank you.